Hello, Tycoon Online. This is Jay Chen, and I want to talk to you guys about something. About alcohol. Okay, so let's say you're in the alcohol business. So you got two choices. You can make alcohol or you can sell alcohol. And I guess somebody could argue you could do both. But I'm going to argue that's not actually a good idea. You should not make and sell alcohol. Um, so let's first look at it from just a very one building perspective. If you can only build one building, what would you build? Would you make alcohol or would you sell alcohol? Um, and the choices it should be very very clear that you should definitely just make alcohol if you only have one choice. Um, why is that? Well, factories can have three staff, and shops can only have two. They can both be upgraded to have an additional staff, so that's four versus three. Either ways, the factory will have more staff. So the brewery specifically will have more staff, so therefore it will be able to produce more alcohol than you can sell alcohol. Um, so then if you look at profits, generally alcohol is more than wheat. And I look at the trends, and you can make somewhere, alcohol is usually somewhere like 40s, 50s. Um, Sometimes it goes a little high. It's pretty good. And wheat, sometimes stays pretty low, like tens ish. But whatever. But anyways, I look at it. I have a feeling that you get roughly about $20-ish on making alcohol, making producing alcohol. Um, and then if you sell alcohol, you get 50% of its price. 40s and 50s. You get ish about $20 ish on selling alcohol. So the prices, I mean, they vary a lot. They vary every day. Um, but I just get a general feeling, as my opinion, that the price, the amount of profit you're getting per unit is about the same. Where the difference comes in is that you can make more alcohol than you can sell, just because you get one more staff. This I think creates something very interesting. So I feel like if you just look at that, obviously I would argue that making a brewery is better than making a liquor store. Um, Now, what's the like, I guess what would be a problem with that is that, well, you need in if you make alcohol, you need to buy wheat. If you sell alcohol, you need to buy alcohol. Um, and well, I feel like I guess it would depend on the situation, but in some cases, you might argue that buying wheat is easier than buying alcohol, or vice versa. But if it's roughly the same difficulty, then you should probably just um, buy wheat and sell alcohol. Um, now, now let's talk about why is it bad to have both. So let's say you have a choice of two. You can build two buildings instead of just one. Um, right? Why is it bad to build both of them? Now, here's something. I like to look at it this way. If you have a choice between A and B, um, and you don't know which one is better, so you build both. You build A and B. Um, in that situation, you kind of lose out in a way because if A is better, well, then you should have built to A, right? To option A. If B is better, then you should have built to option B. And seems like if you build A and B, you lose out no matter what is better, unless of course A and B are equally good, which I find very rare. If you understand my logic for that. Um, so, but there's actually another reason why doing and doing both is not very good, and that's something called the market bonus. If you guys don't know what that means, it's basically when you produce a good, you can sell it on the market, and for each unit that you sell on the market, you get one extra CV, um, which is very very powerful because it basically doubles your CV growth. But if you produce alcohol and you sell it in the liquor store, then you don't get that extra one, and you had to use another building to sell it, right? So um, if you think about it that way, if there's you built something to give you CV, whereas you could have just sold it on the market and not have another building, and you would have also gained CV from that, which comes into play because you only have a limit of 25 buildings. In this situation, I'm only saying you have a limit of 2. So it should be very, very clear that it's not that great to build both. Now, so then, why would you want to build a liquor store then, right? And I look at it this way. I look at it this way. If everybody knows, well, I guess not many people watch my videos, but whatever. Not many people really follow trends and know anything about it, but that's okay. Um, but if it is always better to build a brewery, then there should be, in theory, more people with building breweries, and if they are doing the correct thing, they should be selling it on the market. So there should be a lot of alcohol in the market. Enough alcohol in the market to make it easier to buy alcohol versus wheat. In that sense, then, if you can't buy wheat, you can buy alcohol. It's like your second best choice, right? As we're saying, if you're in the alcohol business, um, it's not as good as brewery as making alcohol. You sell it, but it's not bad. It's considerably better than some of the other options. Just you can take my word for it or not. But in that situation, it's not too bad because then it's low maintenance, right? I don't know if how many of you are buying wheat, but my sister is, and she has a hard time sometimes getting wheat. You gotta be fast. You gotta be fast, and you gotta stay online often. But it looks like alcohol is picking up. A lot of alcohol showing on the market, and you don't really, you sign in once a day, buy some alcohol, and you're done. You don't need to wait for it. You don't need to worry about not having any alcohol. Um, and it brings up it creates an interesting game dynamic of how it works. And so that's my like feeling on alcohol. I started with alcohol because well, it's the first one, and also because I'm not producing it or selling it, so I feel like I can sort of have an objective opinion on it and not really influence the market too much. With my rambling. But I think I have influenced the market a little bit already with some of my videos. I'm not really sure. Um, but that is just something I want to bring up, and that's my opinion. I want to hear your opinions. So, you don't have to make a video if you don't want. You can just type it. Uh, yeah. Okay. So, let me know what you think. If you agree with me, if you disagree with me, if you have any questions about why I think making a brewery, making alcohol is better than selling alcohol, and why you should not do both. I think that is one of the key things. I don't really want to bore you with numbers, but I guess I could show you the numbers if you really want to see the numbers. I know from experience that it's generally not a good idea to make alcohol and sell it yourself. Um, well, because of the market bonus. And I will bring up the market bonus a lot more in future discussion videos. So let's discuss this, all right?